Welcome back to BrisBricks TV. We've got Alan on this side of the camera, and we're with GBC. How you going, Al?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Well, you've got a bit of a elaborate setup here today, and I
Yes,
wanted
we
you to
do.
run us through. Are we really at world record level with the length of this thing?
Yes.
Woohoo!
So,
Maybe.
let me explain this. So, some people in the world have the tallest great ball contraption.
Right, tallest.
Melbourne.
Yep.
Excellent. Some people have the most modules,
Right.
right? So, what we have today here, though, is the longest single great ball contraption module in the world. It is
one long ramp, goes from one end right to the other. So what's the drop in height from start to finish?
Yeah, so we start at one end at about 10 bricks high.
Right.
And then we fall all the way, so 20 meters, all the way down to the end. It's about, it's 20 meters, I don't know how many tables. But then we come back up to table level.
Right.
And then we drop the balls back into the great ball contraption. So for the module to be a proper module, it needs to be able to drop the balls in at a certain height and output them at a certain height. So we can go below the table,
right,
as long as we eventually end up back up on top of the table. So we have a ramp that basically just leans all the way down to the end.
Free falling, excellent.
Yeah.
So do you want to start at the high end or the low end? Where are we going?
Yeah, so we'll quickly go through a lot of the modules here. The ramp, I'll just say, is a collaboration between myself and Rick and Jonathan. So the three of us part own the ramp. Rick, one of the collaborators at GBC, did the design.
Yep.
And we got all the parts through
Lug support.
Yep. So thank you, Lego, for the support on that. And then so we've been able to combine that. But yeah, we can go through the other modules just quickly and show how it is. A lot of the modules you may have already seen.
The ramp is that black plate.
Yeah.
It's like, what is that, 16 by 8 stud of pure smooth tile.
So,
and I remember counting out hundreds of those things to you blokes and wondering,
right,
what are you going to do with these? And here it is, right?
Yeah, so if Johnny could he could pan down. So here we have these tiles, which are usually you find in like UCS sets, or maybe road tiles.
Yep, and it's effectively a road for the balls to go from one end to the other. Yep.
And we had to make sure that they were smooth because the balls, it was such a slight grading. If we had like studs or maybe even just normal tiles, the inconsistent level, the balls would eventually get caught and slow down.
Yep.
So this way it allows us to do a very gentle slope so the balls don't go too fast.
Yep.
Although down the end there, the balls are actually going a lot faster and we have ways to slow the balls down. We can look at that.
Excellent.
But yeah, so basically at a very high level, Johnny, if you could pan down.
We do the run through, yep.
We start here with some of the taller modules.
Yeah, so we've got like a roller coaster happening.
And then I call this the Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong, that's
because it's like
jump in the barrels.
Yeah,
yep, remember that. Okay.
We come through here. We got an Akiyuki module, a couple of Brick World modules.
So a lifter.
Here. Brick World modules and Akiyuki modules. Akiyuki is a person in Japan who makes a lot of designs.
Right.
And Brick World in America, they do a workshop and they always come out with a new design each year.
And we almost got the full spectrum of these pumping modules.
This is one type of rainbow stepper. The great thing about this is it only has one motor, but it's multiple modules.
Oh,
so
yes,
as per the spec, you don't have to have just one motor per module.
And I know you drive your guys off all the power works because we don't want to waste batteries all day and change them.
So
though some have batteries,
we
I
use the
understand.
legacy train speed controllers, and they'll work with it. Here we have the...
so this is the interaction with the crowd. We get to see BrisBricks is going off today. We've had 4 sellout sessions in a row this morning and it hasn't petered off all day. The kids get to drive these modules, so we got the Joker and Robin's in the Batmobile, I believe, the black and the white, and they take it in turns, and they're basically pushing the balls into a goal and keeping the module running, right?
Yeah, so the good thing about this is that if the kids don't play with it, half the balls will still go directly through.
Okay.
And it's also built high enough that you'll notice the ramp actually goes underneath this table. So we've been able to have them together, being able to, because it's a complete table width, we were a little bit worried.
I like how you've updated it to 2023. I guess this is a Rick thing, isn't it?
Yeah, this is Rick's.
BrisBricks GBC, which means great ball contraption.
That's right. So we'll keep on going.
Oh, look at this for a brick stack. That's awesome. Whose is that one?
That's Rick's. he's been able to use the new Lego, what do we call it? The Lego Power Function.
I call it showing off, really.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's upside down from our point of view, obviously, because we're on the other side. But,
yeah, but it's legendary effort.
Yeah, and it stops and starts every 30 seconds to save battery.
Not only that, he also contributed heaps to Realm, so he's been run off his feet this weekend. Good job, Rick.
Yep. And so there we got some themed modules. We've got a Minecraft module.
Minecraft. Bit of Batgirl. Orc. Yeah, he's made an appearance.
Yeah, of
nice.
Got
a giraffe.
Kaboom, a giraffe one. Yeah. These are all Rick's modules. He's a bit camera shy.
Stuntman, Evil Knievel.
Kaboom.
Oh, is it?
From Toy Story 3.
Right. That's pretty.
Oh, is it Toy Story 4? 3, 4? I can't. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, right. It's Toy Story.
Yeah,
it could
Toy
be any
Story.
of them. Excuse me. All right. All more Rick's other colourful contraptions. And every module, like you drop them in, you lift them up, and you let them drop into the next one.
That's right, because they all have to. All modules really need to start at about 10 bricks high.
Yep.
That's the standard. So when you let the mod exit the module, the ball has to be dropped at 10, no lower than 10 bricks.
Yeah, and you go as high as you want, as long as somehow you can catch them. So here we got the Avengers Tower, of course, and it's got a drop of nearly 20 bricks. So somewhere between.
So we got a
15 and
standard
20.
brickworld ball pump here that's been integrated into the Avengers
And what do you
Tower
call
set.
this swizzle stick?
Swizzle stick's good.
right.
Archimedes screw.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I believe is the technical term. It's got a very long, I think, 32L rod down the middle of it. So it's the longest.
one of the like they use on the flower stems.
Yeah, it's the longest one you can get.
Yep.
So again, we come through here.
That's actually what restricted them on the soccer game, the foosball table.
Oh yeah, the 32L.
And any longer than they start bending and you lose a lot of their
That's right.
strength. So we got another. That looks like Robin from Batman again. A bit of a Batmobile theme going on. Oh, and then we're getting into Annette's modules now.
Annette's another GBC collaborator. Annette, do you want to just wave and say hello? Or?
Oh yeah, Annette, again, thanks for playing, Annette.
Thanks. So GBC is completely collaborative. We encourage anyone, if you don't have any modules, we have one module. We're always looking for people.
I really loved a few
contribute.
years ago when you created this style module and everyone got to buy the parts and we all built one.
Yes.
And made we were going for a record that year with the most modulars.
Yes.
How'd we go then?
We certainly had the Australian record for
At
a
the
while.
time, yep.
Yeah, for sure. But now it's, so Melbourne certainly has been able to do a lot more modules than we've been able to. So from a numbers point of view, and they down there also have the tallest modules, but
right,
but I've also helped with them too. It's not like
So you've got the record in another space.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you keep going, and you can see all these are powered again with the train controllers.
Yep. And you just racking and stacking them and put as
Yeah.
much power in as you need to keep it
So the other thing is
pumping.
this whole table is run from one power point. So the load on these motors is so low that we are able to run everything easily off one general purpose outlet.
Wow.
So we're not using a lot of electricity on this. We could be using batteries, but that wouldn't be very environmentally friendly.
Yep.
Again, a lot of brickworld modules here, other modules that most people will have discovered designs on the internet.
I like after a couple of days, you guys have almost fixed all of the temperamental issues.
We are now at a point
where it's running.
Where it's
everyone's sitting back, relaxing on their phones. So we've done our work over the last 18 hours and we've had enough. It works now.
We've worked out all the kinks. That's right. And so we'll just keep going.
Yeah. What are these other modulars? Keep talking me through some of these if you know the names.
Well, this is just a rotary module, but it has using the banana gear. The banana gear has been very useful in a lot of module types. You might see them used again and again.
Okay.
This is a Accordion lift.
Because now we're into John Matheson's.
Yeah, John.
Has it had a bit of a throw in there?
Compact Accordion lift by Laurie. Yes.
Right. So other designers all over the world come up with these ideas and then everyone goes, oh, that works, I want to copy that one.
But you can see also, we can theme modules, different colors, make unique spins.
Yep.
Different colors. and it's a case of, people will have a certain coloured brick, and that's completely fine, and they'll make a module just based on what parts they have available to them. Coming along. Again, brick wall modules, a very big theme here. We've got modules here from another collaborator, Fiona.
Oh yeah, Craig's thrown one in as well.
Yeah.
BrisBricks GBC.
Yeah, so this is a 2017. We used this module, I think, in 2017.
At Chandler back in the day, yep.
And, yep.
Wow, so everyone's it's good to have a contribution.
And you can see it's the same module. We've got a Minecraft themed one, which has got a normal yellow one. We've got one that has bricks integrated into it that were the GBC bricks. So as a thank you for the people who contribute to GBC, we actually give them printed bricks.
Yep.
You see a lot of those bricks are being displayed on tables.
On the brick stacks, yep.
And so then we'll come right into the end now.
Another rainbow lifter, or the full spectrum there.
Yeah, that's definitely a crowd favourite, the rainbow, the one there. This is mine, my design and creation. I've had, in some way, shape or form, a module like this for the last 8 years. It's slowly, ever so slowly, every year gets slightly improved.
Right.
So the blue Lego stepper here.
Okay.
And I make it, improve it each year, so I concentrate on this one. I've now got it to a point where it's very reliable during the show. It's not so reliable during transport, but it's pretty easy to fix.
Right.
So there's a lot of categories.
So this is the Alan Birchall design one. Excellent.
So when it comes to modules, you have two types of module, or you can rate modules in a couple of different ways. Does it work well is one, and that's always an important. If it doesn't work well, then usually
doesn't get a lot of following.
No, but then also does it transport well?
Yeah, right.
Because if you, like a lot of Lego sets don't, things break as you, but a mechanical one, if it breaks in transit, sometimes it's like, you just don't have time to fix it.
Correct.
So you really have to have a module that transports well and works well.
Wow.
So that's two critiques, but let's just, I'll quickly just go, if Johnny can come around here.
To see the full run of the ball.
And so
ramp.
so as you can see here, we can see the full
some of the
length of the ramp.
slowdowns.
We've got a few baffles on the ramp there.
Did you find a pen here?
And those baffles slow down the balls as they start going really fast. So that just calms the speed down before it hits the bottom here, because there we get to a point where the ramp is actually so much lean on it that the balls get too fast. And then of course you can see here how we come back up to table height. And so that technically makes it one module. And if we wanted to, this is something we could probably easily, if we had the parts, double the length and just keep up to it. So world's longest great ball contraption module. So
sourcing the parts is a critical element of it.
Well, you know what they say about Lego? If you want to do Lego, that you need three things. You need money, time, and space. You need money to buy the parts, you need time to build it, and then you need space to store it somewhere.
And then when you set it up, you need massive space.
The good thing about this ramp, though, is I can get this entire ramp and I can collapse it down into two plastic containers, no higher than maybe a stack of books.
Yeah, right.
And it's very easily transportable.
Transportation, that's right.
Yeah.
Often things people don't think about when they see these massive displays at shows. That everything behind the scenes is not just the building time, it's the transport time, the setup time, the pack up time.
That's right.
There's a lot going on so that we can put on a show like this and invite the punters to come down and see what we've put together. And thanks, Al. I hope we can get more people involved in GBC.
Absolutely.
And really smash some of these records.
If you're in the Brisbane area and you want to help, by all means, reach out to the club, BrisBricks.
Yep.
And we are after anyone can help. If you've got one module, we're more than happy for you to come along.
Include you.
And include you and be part of the show. Or if you just want to help, honestly, at the end of the day, sometimes we just need people with good backs to be able to bend over and pick up balls. Sometimes we get young kids to do that, which is great.
We're all aging slowly.
Yeah, no. But absolutely. And it's a collaboration. Everyone here contributes. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to nearly put on anything quite as big or as spectacular as this. So,
last thing, I just have a focus on the numbers, Johnny. This is how many balls have gone through the contraption today, I believe.
Yeah, yes, it would be today.
10,000 we've just ticked over. So
Yeah, Damien.
it's a massive effort to keep that running for that long and get that kind of count.
Yeah, Damien Key, one of our members who's into robotics,
Did
has
that?
programmed an Arduino there to count the balls as they go by.
I remember coming down yesterday and it was up to 4, 3, 2, 1. And for a second I thought it was just a static display because it was so ironic that those. But it soon ticked over a couple more and I realised that you were halfway through the count for the day. What did you get to yesterday? Do you remember?
We're just over. Yeah, we're just over 10,000. So the throughput today has been a lot better.
Wow.
If we're at 10,000 now, I
Yes.
think yesterday we were only got up to 10,000. So that shows that we've been able to iron out a lot of the problems.
It really does. It's a great
Yeah.
indicator of how well the GBC has been running. So thanks for tuning in, having a look at what we do at GBC, and we'll catch you in the next flip side.
Thank you.